Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. Ready or not, let's do this. This is a ridiculously early morning webinar to get your day started off right, whether you're ready for it or not. There's a little bit of mindset, a little bit of business sense, something to get your MLM, network marketing, small business, brick and mortar, online or off, up and running like a well-oiled machine. Whether you are a newbie, a seasoned veteran, or somewhere in between, there's something here for you. Welcome. Good morning. My name is Mina, coming to you from New York City, out in the borough of Queens. I created this webinar to push myself out of my comfort zone and to share with you my experiences and what I'm currently learning and help you grow into success alongside with me. How are you doing today? Today is Monday. It is a national holiday, Martin Luther King Day, so I imagine a lot of you are enjoying a longer weekend than usual. But let's get this Monday started off right. Even though you're not working, you're relaxing, and probably people are doing laundry or doing a whole host of things. It's Motivational Monday or Mindset Monday. And I was going through the internet doing some research on Motivational Monday, and I came across this great website by Sid Savarra. And he wrote a blog post on 7 tips to break you out of your motivational funk, because that is what a lot of people have challenges with, is motivation, getting motivated to do things and to be consistent. It's not an easy thing to do. There's so many distractions these days, but it's an essential if you want to grow your business and bring it to the success that you want, that you dream of. And it requires hard work, it requires discipline, and it also requires a lot of motivation. So I'm going to share with you 7 tips that Sid wrote about in his blog to help break you out of your motivational funk. And I will also leave the link to his blog down in the description bar below so that you can go and read more about that. So he started from tip number 7 down to number 1. And starting from number 7, it is to find your mantra. And what is a mantra? Something that you chant to yourself to keep you going, to get you excited. Something that has to get you excited so that you can keep moving forward. So Sid Savarra's mantra is to value your time, which is a pretty good mantra to have because it is a constant reminder to let you know that time is precious, and when opportunities come, you can't let them fall by the wayside. You have to latch onto them and take the most advantage you can of your opportunities. So when you value your time, when you make the most of your time, you can get more done in your time. So I'm not saying that you need to find your mantra right then, right now, but think about it. Think about something short and sweet. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just something short and sweet to get you moving forward. Like, say you suffer from a lot of anxiety and you worry a lot. Maybe your mantra could be, stop worrying. It's going to be okay. Or maybe you have a lack of energy, or well, maybe that's probably, maybe you have a lack of energy, or maybe maybe that's part of the worry wart in you, and you tend to have a down mood, and your mantra could be, don't worry, be happy. It's all going to be okay. Something like that, something short and sweet to just snap you out of it, snap you out of your funk, and get you moving forward. So that is tip number 7, is to find your mantra. Tip number 6 is to find and remember your peak moments. You've had times where you were at the top of your game, where everything was going smoothly and well, and you were just banging it out of the park. It's good to remember those peak moments to move you forward. You can even create an anchor movement, and that's something that Larry Hochman teaches, is an anchor movement where you remember the best moment of your life, where you have that peak moment where everything was just running really well. And for him, it was when he was young and he was on a baseball team, and I think he hit a home run, and that helped the team to win. And he recalled being hoisted up on the shoulders of his colleagues, of his teammates, and everybody was cheering him because they won the game. And that was a peak moment for him. With that, he created an anchor movement. And an anchor movement is something that you do physically to help you cement that good thought, that peak moment, and it helps you to move forward. And so this is something similar to what Sid Savarra is talking about, is to remember your peak moments, where you feel you're at the top of your game, and it reminds you to move forward. And you can associate an anchor movement. It could be something very little as maybe you twist a lock of your hair for women, or for men, they can move to a side here or there, just to do an anchor movement to cement that moment. And every time you have a peak moment, you could do another anchor movement, and that just keeps you motivated to keep moving forward. So number 6 is to remember your peak moments, so they can help you moving forward. Number 5, now this is really important. Number 5, to help get you out of your motivational funk, is to get active. And that means to exercise. Now, exercise is really important. It's not something that you can take lightly. We are designed to move, and when we have movement, especially when we have exercise, that in a sense gets your creative juices flowing, gets your happy vibes moving. And there's scientific evidence that exercise is really good for the body. And a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of successful entrepreneurs do incorporate exercise into their routine, because once they do their exercise, then they get the ideas to write content, and they get the energy to work a full day and work their business and reach its new heights when they do the exercise. And there are so many ways you can exercise these days. You don't have to necessarily sign up and join a gym. You can go on YouTube and find all these really great exercise videos. And, they're all different kinds, from newbie to, beginner to really advanced levels. But also, if you're strapped for time, you can find 10-minute exercise routines. I found a really cool exercise routine it's a movement, and it's based on one of Beyonce's videos, which I'm going to show you in a little bit in the business sense moment of what I'm going to show you what to do today. So exercise, very important. Get moving, move your body. That's what it's called, move your body. It's really a really cool exercise routine that you can probably do in about 5 minutes. And it comes with 2 instructional videos that shows you the different movements in that video. And then you can be up and doing, because it's fun. So a lot of people, they complain that they don't have time to exercise, but that really is not an excuse. You really have to make the time to exercise. So maybe it's not that they don't have the time, it's just they haven't found something fun to do to get them moving. So I'm going to show you that in a little bit. So that's number 5, get active. Number 4 is to motivate yourself daily. Motivation is like taking a shower. And I think it was Zig Ziglar or Jim Rohn who said that in a nutshell, motivation doesn't come very easily. You have to motivate yourself. It's like taking a shower. You have to take a shower every day to be clean. You also have to motivate yourself daily to keep you up and moving forward. And motivation builds itself upon, excuse me, Sid writes that motivation builds upon itself daily. So it's best to be motivated when things are going your way. And to make things go your way, it's better to start off your day not checking the statuses on your phone. Why not start your day off in some quiet time if you are faithful, giving thanks, or just being thankful for what you already have, being grateful, and just starting your day off right and reading some motivational quotes or a motivational book to get you up and going and get your mindset in a positive sense so that the rest of your day goes off well. And a good way to build motivation is to read motivational quotes out loud. So you see something like, if you have a book like from John Maxwell or something, and you go in there and you read a motivational quote and you read it out loud, your brain, well, this is what I learned. You have one mouth and 2 ears. And whatever you say comes out of your mouth goes into both of your ears and into your brain. So if you're saying negative things, that is going into your brain, and that is decreasing your mindset and is putting it into the potty. But if you say positive things out of your mouth, those are good things going into your ears, into your brain, and you're building yourself out and you're motivating yourself. So what I like to say is that what comes out of your mouth goes into your 2 ears and into your brain. And when your brain is being fed all that yummy, good, motivational stuff, it cannot help but respond in a positive manner. So motivate yourself daily. And on that page that I'm going to link below, Sid Savarra has a link to another page where there are some quotes that he has placed there that you can read to yourself or read out loud so that your 2 ears are receiving that good motivational vibes and going into your brain and get your day started off right. Here's a quote from Leo Albauda from the Essential Motivation Handbook, and it says, if you can stick with a goal long enough, you'll almost always get there eventually. It just takes patience and motivation. All right? Tip number 3 to get yourself out of a motivational funk is to remember that this moment is precious. It's aligned with Sid Savarra's mantra with value your time. He says that whenever he feels like in a funk and he doesn't want to do anything and he's not motivated to do stuff, he reminds himself that right now this time is precious. And if this time is wasted away, you can never get it back. So opportunities come and go. When they come and you see it and you sense it, you got to take advantage of it. So you got to train your eyes for the opportunities that come your way. And in the same sense, you got to realize that right now your time is valuable. What is the most important thing you can do right now that's most valuable to help you grow, to help you become a better person, to help you move your business forward? So don't squander away your time because you can never get it back. A good way to value your time is to write out what your day is going to look like the night before. Write down everything you need to do, or write down the 6 most important things you need to get done the next day in order of priority. And when your next day comes around, you start to hit them one by one. There are many ways that you can plan out your day, but always do it realizing that your time is precious and the time is now, and there's no need to be wasting it away. That's number 3. Number 2, don't let the slump start. And what he talks about here is that sometimes, you get into a good run where you're exercising every single day, and then there's a day you just miss a day for some unknown reason. And then the next day comes and you don't feel like it, and you make an excuse. It's like, nah, I'm not going to go today. But little do you realize is that when you let each day slip by, it gets harder to get back up again. You start to fall into a slump. So don't let that happen to you. What Sid Savarra writes is that when you find yourself getting into a slump, to break out of it, just start to do small little things that get you moving up again. Say you could not go to the gym one day. You couldn't make it to the gym. Well, then just to get some movement in you, get up and walk around the block just to get some air. Or if you have a dog, that's a good excuse to exercise. Even walking your dog is some form of exercise because you are moving. So try to get some movement in, even if you were not able to go to the gym, or do your regular exercise routine, or keep a jump rope by your desk where you can just pull out your jump rope and just jump rope for a little bit and just get your body moving and your heart pumping and getting some oxygen to your brain. That's just an example to not let the slump start. If you have been doing videos every single day, try to make it as simple as possible so that you can pump out content every day. So if you do your videos from a smartphone, make sure that it's charged and it has enough room to fit the videos. Or if you use a small little vlogging camera, make sure that the camera card is in it and that the battery is also charged, and you have it at hand so that when you are out and about and you want to do something, you want to vlog, you have the camera and you pull it out and you're doing your vlogging. So don't let the slump start. And the number one tip to get out of your motivational funk is to get off the failure treadmill. Now, each and every one of us who are chasing our dreams, who are trying to build our business, we have setbacks, we have failures. And that is not an excuse to get into a deep funk. It can happen where you feel like, oh gosh, I tried to do something and it didn't work, and so I'm a failure. Don't think of that in a bad way. Don't get yourself into a deep funk because you weren't able to achieve something, or you're seeing other people hitting it out of the park and you're wondering, why can't I do what they are doing? You got to remember this. You cannot compare yourself to what other people are doing. You don't know their story. You don't know their humble beginnings. Anthony Robbins has this amazing quote where, I think I wrote it down here. Let me find it. Here. This is amazing. People are rewarded in public for what they practice for years in private. Let me read that to you again. People are rewarded in public for what they practice for years in private. So the people that you see right now that are hitting it out of the park and they're enjoying success and wow, 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 you don't know where they started, their humble beginnings. You don't know how many years they've struggled before they've hit it out of the park. You don't know the setbacks that they have suffered. But the difference between them and others who decided to just stop is that they got themselves back up after their setbacks, after their failures, and they just kept going and they were consistent. Same here. You suffer a setback, okay, decide to fail forward. When you fail forward, you realize, okay, this is a learning experience. This is a learning experience. Okay, this did not work. Let me analyze this. Let me reflect on what happened, what I did, what can I do better for the next time around, and I'm going to keep moving forward. So get off the failure treadmill. Decide to fail forward and just keep moving forward. All right, let me look at my notes. So here's an example that I thought about of failing forward. Say you created a webinar and you invited everybody and your Facebook profile, in your Facebook friends, and nobody shows up to the webinar. Does that mean you're a failure? No, that does not mean you're a failure at all. Nobody showed up to your webinar. That's okay. That's okay. You do the webinar anyway. Say you're doing your webinar and you forgot a major part of what you were supposed to say. That's okay. These are learning experiences. The people that you see who are leaders today, they also had humble beginnings and they also learned from their experiences. So, okay, you created this webinar that nobody came to and that you forgot a major part of. Did you know that with certain webinars platforms, you can download your webinar, you can look it over, and you can edit it and re-upload it to YouTube. Webinars on Theirs has that feature. And you can take that same webinar and create a smaller series of videos from that webinar. You know, the attention span of people these days could be 3 to 5 minutes. So you can take that webinar where you are still sharing value and create more content out of that one webinar. Create a small series of videos and feed it out to your social media. So this is an example of making the most of a small setback. And that is a small setback. You're taking that content and you're spreading it out, you're spreading the love, and then you start to see people liking it and people following you. And so you got to celebrate those small wins. And that is one way to get off the failure treadmill. So those are the 7 tips that Sid Savarra shares in his blog posts to get yourself out of your motivational funk. Just do it from a review, which is to find your mantra, remember your peak moments, find your mantra, remember your peak moments, get active, motivate yourself daily, remember that time is precious, don't let the slump start, and get off the failure treadmill. 7 tips to get you out of your motivational funk. That is the mindset moment of today's hangout. And today, I'm now going to share with you the business sense moment. And what is the business sense moment for today? How to create a playlist on YouTube, but not any regular playlist. YouTube is great where you can upload your videos, you can watch a load of videos, but you can also create playlists of your favorite videos. And this is a unique advantage when you are a small business owner and you use video marketing. You can create playlists of motivational videos that you can refer to get you up and moving and going. And that is part of getting yourself out of the motivational funk. Not only reading quotes out loud so that your brain is hearing that, but you can also be watching motivational videos and listening, watching and seeing the words and listening to the words. And that is also going to get your motivation up into a very high level. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to show you how I create playlists on my YouTube channel. Right? And the playlists are not only limited to motivational videos. You can find things on mindset. You can find videos on personal growth. You can find videos on exercise. And I'm going to show you a playlist I created last night. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share my screen. Let me just take a drink of my water with lemon out of my favorite cup. Thanks for letting me do that. Share my screen right here. So I am sharing my screen, and here is my YouTube channel, and here is my little avatar. That's me. And you go here on YouTube, you can see here there on the left side of your screen to your left. When you click on this little 3-stack bar thing, you see a whole list that goes down, and you see here playlists. And if I click here, I have my playlists, and I created some videos that I liked. That is automatically created with your YouTube channel. And I created a playlist that's called Workout. I created a playlist that's called Wake Up. And I created a list called Happy Happy. And these are just songs that make me happy, that when I'm feeling tired and I need some energy, I will listen to these songs that make me happy. This is a playlist I'm creating to help me wake up and get me started before I do my webinars. During my private time. This is well, let me show you this one in particular. I was talking about creating a playlist of exercise videos, and I found some really good exercise videos like Jillian Michaels 30-Day Shred. Here's a 10-minute fat blasting circuit. So just to show you that there are different videos out there if you want to get into when you get active and get exercise. But here's a really cool one by Beyonce, which is called the Move Your Body full workout routine, which is a routine that is about in 4 minutes because it's all dancing. And I got intrigued, so I found these official Let's Move Flash workout instructional videos where they tell you exactly the moves in this video that you can practice and do. And it's just a great and fun exercise workout, even if you're just a beginner. But when you stay consistent and you just play around with it, you can get up to the level that they do it. And I just got inspired, so I added the official video of Beyonce with this video, Move Your Body, where she does it in the school cafeteria. It's a really inspiring video. And here, 3 guys did their rendition of Move Your Body. So this is my workout playlist. So let's go back to YouTube. And let's create a playlist together, okay? As you can see here, here in my YouTube channel, you will see, I guess they just call what you can watch. And it's just depending on what I watch on my YouTube channel. So I do watch a lot of John Maxwell. I am a musician, I'm a piano player, and I love violin and cello, so I have musicians here. And this is just a result of what I was watching last night about Beyonce. Okay, so you see all the different things that I do watch. It shows up on my channel, and what can you watch? So let's do a search. Here's we go step by step of creating a playlist. I'm going to search for motivational videos, and I'm going to search for Les Brown. I really like Les Brown. He's a great motivational speaker. So you can see when you type in your keyword, a whole bunch of other stuff shows up that you can click on. I'm just going to say Les Brown. I'm going to hit enter and see what comes up. So here are some really cool things from Les Brown. This is a great one that I saw last night, and I'm going to click on this because it's a combination of Les Brown, T.D. Jakes, and Anthony Robbins. I'm going to click on this, and there's always going to be a commercial before these videos. You can always skip it, and it starts to play. Oh, and you can unmute it here. So it's playing. I have it on low. It's a really highly motivational video. I'm just going to mute it for now while it plays, but I'm going to show you how to start creating your playlist. So we can call it, let's call it Mind Shift. You see this button here that says Add To. You're going to click on this, And you can add it to watch later or workout, wake up, or happy, happy. I'm going to create a new playlist. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to put my cursor there and click my cursor there. And I'm going to call this, well, I can call it Mind Shift, or I can call it Reflect. I will call it Mind Shift. Okay? Mind Shift. And I'm going to leave it public, so if anybody wants to see what I've placed in that playlist, they're more than welcome to watch that playlist. And I'm going to keep it public, but you can also make it unlisted or private. But I'm going to keep it public, and I'm going to create. And what you realize here, you'll see it said added to playlist Mind Shift. Okay, so I'm going to put that, I'm going to stop that down. Let's find another motivational video. Let's see, or a mind shift video. And there's so many. Here's another one here called Vision. Okay, this is another ad. Let's skip that there. And here's another video called Vision. And we're listening to people talking. It all has to do with vision. Put that there. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to say add to, and I'm going to put Mind Shift. And the moment that I add it to the playlist, it's added to the playlist Mind Shift. So let's go check and see. Let's go to the playlists, and you can see here, there's a newly created playlist. When you click on it, there's 2 videos I've added, Mind Shift and Vision. And you could create huge playlists. People have playlists that are like over 50 videos long, over 2 hours long, with either music or probably motivational videos or the whatnot or exercise. And you are not limited by what you can create. So there you go. I have all these different playlists. And if you see in my like videos, I'm going to stop this here. A lot of cool stuff. Like here's another John Maxwell stuff. Oh, this is great John Maxwell stuff. I can create a new playlist. Let's do this. Add to, and I'm going to create a new playlist, and I'm going to call it John C. Maxwell. I'm going to create, and it was added to my John C. Maxwell playlist. Let's see. And here's another one. Add to John C. Maxwell. And number 3, this is a good series of videos of the good, the bad, and the ugly. And add to John C. Maxwell. Done. All right. So there you go. Playlists. You can see these are all the playlists that I've shown you that I've created, and they're over here too. Okay. So let's go back. All right. Awesome. So now you know how to create a playlist on your YouTube channel. And so you're not limited to what you can do. But my suggestion, if you are creating a YouTube channel to do your video marketing, is to create a playlist of exercise videos so that you can get active, a playlist for your mindset, your personal growth, motivational videos, and a playlist of stuff that you can learn on YouTube, something educational like how to use Buffer to schedule your posts on Twitter or other social media, or how to organize your email inbox. There are a lot of great YouTube videos out there. So you can create playlists and categorize them and use it as your own personal study library. Isn't that an amazing thing that you do? Isn't it wonderful, the technology, the age that we live in of technology? So there is so many tools out there to get your success moving. So I want to thank you for stopping by this morning on this episode of Rise and Shine, Ready or Not, Let's Do This. Happy Monday. Have a wonderful Martin Luther King Day and getting your week started off right. My name is Mina. coming to you from New York City, out in the borough of Queens. I'll see you tomorrow. Same bat chime, same bat channel, 7 a.m. Eastern Time here on YouTube. Take care, folks. Thanks again. If you enjoyed this video and what I've shared, please comment below, subscribe, and share with a friend or two. I look forward to responding to your comments. See you tomorrow. Take care.